Welcome into 6 in the morning at 4:30. I'm Jonathan Polasek in for Testimony.
Alan Crown, good morning. Good to see everybody after the big Super Bowl last night here.
Absolutely, Alan. Okay, so be honest with me. How late did you stay up watching the Super Bowl? Did you go to bed early?
Of course I went to bed early. I'm up at 1 o'clock in the morning. I made it through the first half, and that was about it. Let's take a look here. We do have a storm system on the way.
Thank you, Alan. One man is in jail this morning and another is still on the run after a weekend quadruple shooting in Tulsa. Police say the attack left 2 teenagers dead and sent 2 others to the hospital. News on 6's Jaden Brannon is live with what officers are doing to catch the second suspect. Jaden? Thank you, Jaden. Homicide detectives are asking for the public's help, and if you have any information, call Tulsa Crime Stoppers at 918-596-COPS. And a man is in jail and a second suspect is still out there after Tulsa police say an armed robbery at an apartment complex turned into a shooting. Police identified one of the suspects as Jose Estrada after the shooting at the Edenwood Apartments near Apache and Peoria Saturday night. Witnesses told officers the 2 suspects entered the victim's apartment armed and took his gun. They say the victim tried to run away but was shot on his way out the door. Estrada was booked on the complaints of shooting with the intent to kill and attempted robbery with a firearm. Officers say the victim is expected to be okay. Police are still searching for the other suspect. And new this morning, Tulsa firefighters say some family pets did not survive in a house fire last night, but everyone else got out safely. Firefighters say a fire broke out near Marshall Place and 89th East Avenue just after 11 o'clock last night. 3 people and 1 dog got out of the house okay and were treated at the hospital. 1 dog and several cats were found dead inside. The fire marshal determined the fire was accidental and there was a power strip in the room where the fire initiated that was not being used properly. And a man is in the Rogers County Jail accused of manslaughter and crashing into other cars while driving under the influence. That's according to the probable cause statement. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol crash report says it happened around 7 o'clock Saturday night along the Will Rogers Turnpike, just a few miles east of Claremore. The trooper at the scene says he smelled alcohol on Aaron Brixey and believes Brixey was also on drugs based on his heightened emotions. The trooper says he found 3 beer cans in Brixey's car with one of them open. Investigators say Brixey crashed into 2 cars and drove off before he caused the deadly crash. And the crash report reveals 37-year-old Matthew Gatewood died after he was thrown from his car during that crash. Troopers say he was not wearing a seatbelt. Brixey was booked into jail on a list of complaints including first-degree manslaughter and DUI. State leaders are trying to cut down on the increase in organized retail theft. A bill proposed creating a crime of organized retail theft and creating a task force to investigate those crimes passed the Criminal Judiciary Committee last week. The Oklahoma Organized Retail Crime Task Force released its report in December, recommending the laws be updated. It also recommended better communication across state lines, which officers say would help them catch more criminals.
The organized crimes, I would say, are people that are organized and they're going from state to state doing it. Our serial guys are more local that just like to commit, larcenies from retailers for some reason.
The task force says more than 30 states have laws already on the books against organized retail crime. The Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics reported 2 drug busts in Tulsa and Creek County. The marijuana enforcement team served a search warrant on Tuesday at Ting Bristow LLC in Creek County. Agents say they seized over 8,000 plants and more than 200 pounds of processed marijuana. Then last Wednesday, a search warrant was served at Central Lux LLC in Tulsa. Agents seized over 1,000 plants and 38 pounds of processed marijuana there. Arrests are pending for both cases. Meanwhile, Skiatook police arrested 2 suspects accused of drug possessions. Officers served a search warrant for drugs at a house near Oak and John Zink Street. They arrested Michael Rooks and Amanda Reading after officers say they found various illicit drugs and a gun. They were both booked into Osage County Jail. And Pawnee police say a traffic stop on Friday led to them seizing fentanyl, cocaine, meth, marijuana, and over $15,000 in cash. One person was arrested, but their name has not been released. Bixby police are warning residents about a robocall claiming they have unpaid warrants. Bixby police say the caller uses an officer's name. Police say this is a scam linked to other nationwide phone scams and fake PayPal accounts. Other agencies in Oklahoma have reported similar instances. Police warned residents not to give away any of your personal or financial information. They say officers will never call you or request payment by phone or email. Well, it's another chilly start to the morning, so we're going to go ahead and check in with meteorologist Alan Crone for another look at our forecast this week. Alan? Thank you, Alan. It is now 4:40. President Donald Trump plans to cut government spending while also announcing new tariffs today. How polling says the American public feels about the changes the president has made in the past weeks. Later, an overview of the Super Bowl and how the Eagles took home that championship trophy.
You're watching Oklahoma's Own 6 in the morning.
Thanksgiving is now less than a week away, and with the holiday season also comes increased stress for a lot of folks. Sue Webb is a certified yoga instructor in Tulsa, and she says the end of the year, travel, politics, and weather changes can all lead to increased stress, which can cause mental health issues or even physical changes in our bodies.
We start to get more physical complaints. So my back hurts, or my neck hurts, or my shoulders feeling tight. And people may not understand that these things that they're feeling in their body are directly associated with their mental states or their emotional states.
Webb says there are simple things anyone can do to help mitigate stress, including focusing on your breathing, taking a walk outside to clear your mind, and prioritizing your own self-care, whatever works best for you. Webb is offering a new online course called 14 Days of Calm, where participants will receive easy exercises, meditations, and mental health practices in their email. We'll have the details on the course inside this story at newson6.com. That weather roller coaster continues. Thank you, Alan. While the new Gilcrease building is still preparing to open, some people are getting a sneak peek inside. A look forward at the ribbon cutting ceremony and tour later today. And a long-awaited sequel is coming to the big screen. We'll head to Rome for a behind-the-scenes look at the film Gladiator 2. Welcome into 6 in the morning at 4:30. I'm Jonathan Polasek in for Tess Monty.
Alan Crone, good morning. Good to see everybody this morning.
Good morning. Well, as far as we're aware, no baby yet. Tess has started, is now taking off some time, getting ready for the baby.
It's taking off time.
But no baby just yet, at least as far as we know.
Yeah, and we're looking good this morning in terms of our weather.
Thank you, Alan. Tulsa police are investigating a shooting that happened at an apartment complex near East 36th Street North and North Lewis Avenue. Officers say when they arrived, they found a man sitting in his car who was shot in the stomach. Investigators believe this was a domestic shooting after speaking with the victim and witnesses. Police say the victim went to the hospital and is expected to be okay. Police say they arrested the suspect. Now, Tulsa police say a man is dead after a crash on Highway 169 near 21st Street Wednesday evening. This is an update to the story we brought you Thursday morning. Police say Dominic Pulse was going close to 100 miles an hour when he lost control, swerved, flipped his vehicle, and was thrown out of his car over a 12-foot concrete wall and into someone's backyard. A former teacher remembers Pulse as a joking, rambunctious kid who always had a smile on his face.
When you lose a young person as young as Dominic was, it really bothers me, and it's a test to what I think young people need to be aware of, that life is short. Make it sweet.
Officers are still investigating the crash and say they're increasing enforcement to pull over people who are speeding or not wearing their seatbelts. The owner of Tally's Cafe is expected to be in court today for a hearing after he requested to be released from probation early. Talal Alame was sentenced to a year of probation in March after he stole nearly $8,000 worth of goods from the store over the course of 7 months. Alame's attorney is now asking for Alame to be released early because he says he has had exemplary behavior during his probation period and it's hindering him from trying to further his career. The Tulsa County District Attorney's Office is arguing that Alame stay on probation until his probation period is up in March. An Owasso woman is frustrated after thieves smashed her car window and stole several of her belongings. Dana Renfro says she was playing pickleball at Rayola Park when she discovered her car window was shattered. She says thieves stole her purse and credit cards.
This was the first time I'd brought my granddaughter out here, and she really had a good time, but I don't really want to come back.
Owasso police say they are investigating several break-ins at the park and at the nearby YMCA. Officers encourage everyone to lock their cars and keep things like wallets out of sight if you leave them in your car. And happening today, the Tulsa County Sheriff's Office will be hosting its annual multi-agency regional job fair. News on 6's Michaela Glenn spoke with the Sheriff's Office about the goal of the event and what the public can expect. Michaela. Well, it's another chilly start to the morning, but we're going to go ahead and check in with Alan for another look at your forecast. Alrighty, thank you, Alan. It is now 4:40 with holiday cheer on the horizon. Some may be experiencing holiday stress. We'll share some ways to identify and ease that stress through various activities. And later in the hour, how a treasured quilt has turned into an act of kindness for a Collinsville woman suffering from ALS.